What is going on, everybody? It's Lazevo here, and I am happy to say that my hard drive issues are hopefully behind me. That's right. Judging by the fact that you clicked on this video, you got the sexual innuendo. My disk is hard. That's right, I said disc. Gotta be careful how you say that, and you might have a little Freudian slip. But basically, my buddy Scotty, I mentioned him before. Mentioned him to you guys before. He works at the Geek Squad, and he's been my buddy since college. And he came over. I call him the mad scientist. He's kind of my resident IT guy whenever I need help with anything hardware related or even software related. The guy's the man, and he really hooked me up. He gave me his old hard drive, which is one of these Seagate. I think it's a Momentous solid state / hybrid drive or whatever. So it's partially a solid state, partially a regular 7200 RPM drive. And the thing is awesome. If you're not into technical specs, you probably had no idea what I was talking about there. And maybe you don't care at all. But I'm excited because I finally have a hard drive that works. And so now I can actually run a decent backup, not lose things. I'm in the process of reinstalling all of my crap. So this video is really old school for me. I'm going back. This is when I first started my channel. I used Windows Movie Maker, and that's what I'm using right now. And it makes me laugh because I think even Only Use Me Blade said he's still using this, and that's just cool to me. It's like in drag racing, they say you run what you brung, and that's just like, do what you do. If what you do you used to do is successful, go back to it. And so it's fun to go back to this. I miss all the features and functionality of Vegas because I do like to play around with certain things, but this is taking me back. It's an old school commentary here, just me talking to you guys, showing you a little gameplay, and doing it in Windows Movie Maker. I'm curious to see how the quality is going to come out in this, because I used to love the Windows Movie Maker quality, and I haven't been able to actually replicate anything that was that good in Vegas, which kind of is weird, to think your best quality was back in the beginning. But I keep playing with the settings. I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes it sucks. Like, I'm a perfectionist, but I'm kind of lazy, and so I don't like to do something. But once I get started and I'm doing it, I want to do it like to the best of my possible ability, and I'm never quite satisfied with it, so I'm constantly tweaking it. And it's kind of like power seats in your car, You're always thinking that there's one, it could be a little bit more comfortable if I just moved it here, and then it screws the whole thing up, and you're like, man, then you want to just go back to what you had, but you can't find it. Like, it's that whole thing, right? And so if you give me too many options, I'm going to play with them, That's kind of the nice thing about Windows Movie Maker is it's really dumbed down, really simple, and you don't have a lot to play with. There's only so much you can do in it, and it's kind of, like I said, it's old school. It's old school. I have a hard drive. My computer's fast. I didn't realize how much difference a fast hard drive makes. I don't know that I've ever upgraded a hard drive in my computer. Typically, whatever I buy is decent enough at the beginning that it lasts the life of the computer. So that's the first I've experienced it or whatever. But anyway, that's enough about my computer, my old school. I'm going down memory lane here. It's like a flashback. So this gameplay, I was playing solo, actually. I'm on the move to try to get diamond assault rifles. I got diamond SMGs. Now I'm working on assault rifles. By the way, while I'm thinking of it, does your camos go away if you get the new Peacemaker SMG? Does anybody know that? I don't know the answer to that question. If you do, leave it in the comments, because I'd like to understand that. The Peacemaker SMG, maybe you guys didn't hear about it. I don't know where you've been, but it's the new weapon. It's the first time a weapon's ever been released in a DLC map pack for Call of Duty. It's a new SMG. I'm just wondering how it affects, because in order to get diamond camo, you have to have all of the SMGs gold. Now they've thrown another SMG in the mix, so I don't know, that's that. But this gameplay actually surprised me, because I think at some point in here I get a Relentless medal, which is the only one I've ever gotten. And I don't try to go for these things. I'm an objective player. I'm not so concerned with my kill streaks typically, unless I'm trying to get like a specific, if I'm trying to get a lodestar or something. Sometimes I'll focus on that if I know I'm getting close. But typically I'm just running around jumping on flags, just trying to, like, my goal is almost always to get a double or triple kill and then die, if that makes sense. Like, I want to get 2 or 3 kills for every death, and that's just how my mentality works, you know. And so if I run around and don't kill anybody and die, then I think of that as a failure. But I was playing solo in this, which I hardly ever do, and I think there was an issue of the guys I normally play with were in a game, and I jumped on late, so I just started a game to kind of get in a game, kind of warm up. And this happened, and I thought it was a pretty interesting gameplay. Like I said, I'm using the SWAT. I don't even think I have an attachment on it right now. I don't, right? I don't know. Maybe I have fast mags or something. I don't know. But I was just running around. No, I don't even have fast mags on it. It's just a regular old SWAT. And the one thing that's cool about this gameplay is you'll notice at some point I pick up, I think it's like a PDW, or I think it's a PDW or a Vector. And what I've found is that in trying to get these camos, it's so different. Like, I'm using guns that I don't like and I know I'm not really good at. And then when I pick up something that I'm good at, like this PDW, I just start going ham. It's like when you're used to playing with no perks, no attachments, and a shitty gun, and then you pick up, like, you know, a PDW with a red dot and a silencer, you feel like a damn superhero. Like, I was turning on people. I think that's when I got my Relentless medal, actually, is when I picked up the other gun. And I had a pretty decent game going until that point, but that's coming up here in a second. I think you'll see me. I'm about to go ham here. There's my smoke grenades. I still think they're absolutely essential for captain flags. Smoke grenades and trophy systems. In fact, I was thinking last night that I want to set up a class with both of those. I think you can do that using the tactician perk, and I'll just be a flag capping machine. I was running no perks and attachments last night with a FAL, and I was getting 10 captures a game. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I'm just a flag capping machine now. That's what as El Presador would say, that's what I do, people. But so I don't know. This is just a little quick commentary. I wanted to, again, tell you guys that I am experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty while I try to get my stuff reloaded. Here's when I pick up that PDW and commence to do work, pound ass, bust face, however you want to say it. It was my buddy Will, Mr. Carmine would say it. I am the raper of face. I don't know what that means. I think it's like an English term. I've never actually raped anyone's face before. So, but this is when it just gets crazy to me. And sometimes you kind of feel like you're in God mode. And this was one of those times. Like, I'm standing on a flag, I'm dodging grenades, I'm getting like doubles, triple kills, guys are falling on the ceiling. I'm on their flag, which, you know, I'm standing in the middle of all the action. And it just, I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, you guys ever get like that where you just feel like you're in God mode? Like, I know I'm not normally this good, but it's like you get in the zone, you have a good connection, and you know, you always seem to know where the guys are coming from. It's like you have a jump on them. I think right there is when I got my Relentless medal. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's the only one I've ever gotten to this point. Like I said, I don't try for those. I just kind of find myself in those situations, which is cool. I didn't even realize that I got the Relentless medal when I got it. Like, typically I'll notice those things, but anyway. I thought it was a cool gameplay. I just wanted to tell you guys, like I said, I'm experiencing a little bit of this technical difficulty while I get my machine reloaded, my PC back up and running. So I'm rocking the Windows Movie Maker. I can still live stream and all that stuff, so I'll get that going. I think I got almost all of my software done. I need Vegas back and something else. There was one other piece of software I was missing. XSplit, if I ever want to use that. DxTory, those ones I still need to load on there, but it's been a process. Oh, Microsoft Office is another one I'm trying to get back. So, it's a pain in the ass installing the new hard drive. It really is, but hard drive failures are the worst, but I think it's behind me, and there you go. I thought it was a cool gameplay. Just want to tell you guys what's going on, say what's up to the people. I'm doing well, and hopefully I can bring more commentaries to you soon, guys. Thanks.